There's one debater. Good. Oh man, if we get a bunch of debaters, this is going to be... Oh yeah, there's 2 debaters. Oh, this will be brilliant. You never get them. Okay, nope, this is not one, so we will launch an inquisition. And a 3rd debater. Wow, 3 debaters out of 4. That's actually almost too good. Oh well, I'll just pick up a bunch of inquisitors now. Let's go and spread this religion around. Woolin. That'll give me general and admiral points for my combat victories, which is really good, and it'll explore a little bit more of the map for me, which is brilliant. And literally though, I haven't been able to get enough money this turn in order to try and bribe the barbarians away, which is a bit worrying, isn't it? I could get a line infantry and see if I could try and fight my way out of the city. Bit of a gamble. I'd rather keep the gold for a bomber, to be fair. Let's just assume it's going to be let's just pretend that problem doesn't happen and then go and think about something else. How does that sound? Sounds great to me. Memphis, what are you doing putting spaceports down? Oh, goodbye city. Oh no, it survived. How on earth did that survive? I don't know, but don't complain. It may live another turn. Oh, I need 50 gold. Anything that can be done for that amount of gold? I don't think there is. We just don't have enough movement on my troops. Unless somehow we can make some peace with people. No, that involves me giving gold. Actually, if I give the city back, they don't have any gold to give. Annoying. No, you want gold as well. Everyone wants me to give them gold. It's like, what did I do? I mean, I know I started a world war, but what else did I really do when you think about it? Very little. Actually, these cities are pretty much stable now. That's good. Well, let's see if the barbarians do the thing. Are we going to lose a city to barbarians? Yeah, we are. Okay. Let's pretend that didn't happen, shall we? Yes, it didn't happen. Oh, the volcano literally just went off. So if anything, we saved our population from a giant eruption. Look at these tiles, by the way. That's why we were there. Oh, you know what? I can just go settle a new city. Should we just ignore the fact that we just lost all of our population there and just go straight back? I think that could only be described as a good thing. So we'll go and do that maybe. So what I could do, get an observation balloon. That's cool. I can just switch these units around and then the Bombard Corps can fire over and start attacking Beijing. That's a good thing to do. We're also still pillaging. Steel walls. That would have been handy before the barbarians got in. Never mind. Everyone's dead, but we're moving on. I'm going to go to rocket artillery. I like rocket artillery. It's always a fun game with rocket artillery. Spreading my religion. Spreading out. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. It's all good. Still having to buy about 7 million inquisitors, but it's fine. As long as I can stop this inevitable religious victory. That's kind of the main thing for me right now. I should go and focus on clearing the cities that follow Japan's religion. Let's go sort those out. Being at war with them does help though. I won't lie. Being able to just sort of smite the apostles down and call it an active war is very useful. So all has hit population 15 for the first time. There's mobilization, and I think we're going to follow that up by just, we'll go mass media ideology and then probably the naughty government because of the 5 combat strength. I do like the sound of that. Oh, well, here come the barbarians. We still actually have the World Congress on side. That's how I'm building my bombers so quickly across a lot of my cities. But Seoul has military academy, so why don't we get some barbarian killers, like an artillery army? Oh yes, that's the sort of thing I absolutely want to see in my nation. Here we go. Bombards. Yes, I love observation balloons for that very reason. Can now hit from some distance away. We just found Ngazagamu. Ngazagamu is brilliant. We can actually buy in units for a massively discounted rate. Now, did I get the first meat on them? I didn't. That's a bit annoying. We'll save up some envoys. I'll have enough very soon. But yeah, Ngazagamu is a great shout. Oh, I just used an archer to kill a cavalry. That's a good feeling. There's no reason that I should have done that, but I did enjoy that one. Rocketry being boosted. Route we've got now. More importantly, we continue to fire on Beijing. Excellent stuff. What I didn't realize until now is that Japan have just recently upgraded Buddhism into being defender of the faith, and this is what Byzantium has been spreading in its war with me over on this continent. That's going to be relatively tough, but luckily we have a bomber. It's just a single bomber right now, but one bomber sometimes is all you need. I've got about 4 aerodromes popping up now. All of them are producing units, and I've already got 6 aluminium with another. I would suggest 6 available easily and more if I need it. Oh, this is going to make my ley lines better, so There's Alan Turing, and there's Ada Lovelace. Perfect. Oh, barbarians are just, oh, they're the worst this game. They are genuinely the worst this game. Advanced ballistics. We don't need it. Don't need to worry about that. We're still pillaging Beijing. Look, my bombarder's bringing the walls down. It's slow. It's excruciating. We've probably been here about 30 turns now, but I'm not out of this yet. So you got to remember, sometimes all about the patience. You got to have patience. I hear Take That once told the wise tale. Oh, instantly creates an ironclad. Yep, I'm going to yoink you as well. But more importantly, my ley lines are now, 9 science per turn. These are really, really handy. I think this game's going to go on late. We are still quite a long way away from the atomic era, but if I can get to the atomic era, I might be able to actually do some of these occult research projects. I don't remember the last time we actually got to use those. It's quite cool. Oh, there we go. I follow my own religion now. I feel a little bit more stable. Just a minorly small amount more stable about what's going on. That's good. Thank goodness. It is actually helping my cities with amenities. Look, I've got +1 pretty much everywhere now, which is a huge improvement. The world's first army. It's artillery, but more importantly, can this bomber make the crossing? Yes, it can. Oh, I was so worried the continents were going to be too far away from each other, but that's great. We have an air force. We now have an air force. Only the 1 bomber, a second one on the way. But you know what? It's small steps. Sneaky little pillage. Beijing is almost there. We've almost got it, and I can just swoop in this Curacao when I'm ready. That's going to massively help. Oh, I'm running out of turns. Running out of turns on a lot of these units, but as I say, we're holding. We are actually holding for now. All I need to do is just bide my time. We'll get the reward for this, I think. I'm pretty certain. Advanced ballistics, we're onto guidance systems. Now, guidance systems is the first tech in the information era. It gives me, at the moment, 1600 culture. I'm not going to bother optimizing. At the moment, I'm just more focused, I guess the word is, on survival. That's basically what we're going for at the moment, so yeah, we may have our eye off the ball slightly on the optimization side, but getting an air force is by far the most important thing I can do. Oh, speaking of just siege and planes and everything, look at that. That is an artillery core now. Perfect. That's a lot stronger. In fact, actually, do I have enough to promote you? No, not quite yet, but I will do after this. So let's just go artillery. Perfect. We can make an army next turn. I can use a bomber right now to finish off Beijing. And do you have enough? Oh, it says you've got enough strength. So Beijing is mine. And I have a spare governor just for this. Raina, off you go. Make your way over. There we go. Look at this. The city is already pretty much stable. I need to take down this encampment, and then I have free range on these 2 cities, which is going to be lovely. And by promoting this ironclad over here, or using my Great Admiral to do it, I can burst my religion over and spread my religion a little bit. Just give me a little bit of era score, but it helps. It helps. So ranged attack, and yeah, that encampment's going to be broken very quickly. Form the army. Be able to move that artillery forward a little bit next turn, protect it, but look, we've got 1 bomber over, and there we go. Yeah, we should be able to start punching through now. Second bomber over, and I think, did I see a 3rd bomber that was just about finished? There's 1. Oh, 2 that are just about finished. Excellent. Oh no, there it was. Oh, perfect. So that's 4 and 5, but this is number 3. There we go. Look, we're getting good results now. Keep on making these bombers. I have aluminium for 10. I plan on having 10 in the field. So like I've said a million times before, when you play Domination in Civ 6, there is a hierarchy of army. Army is the worst thing you can have. Navy beats army in pretty much any game with an ocean because navy is more maneuverable. It's difficult to attack a navy with an army, and generally speaking, it can basically secure the logistics of a map for you. After that point, air force beats a navy. The person with the biggest air force tends to win any domination. And then finally, nukes. If you've got more nukes, you're probably gonna win. In this game, I plan on having the most of everything, to be fair. I want nukes, I want planes. At some point, we'll build a navy. I think Venetian Arsenal is still something that I could build in a city somewhere. Yeah, it is crazy. So yeah, we could get Venetian Arsenal. Oh, the bombers are definitely being finished. I could get a couple of fighters, but I think in this particular game, it's not necessarily going to be worth it. Do I just hop from city to city? Now, the thing is, Byzantium doesn't have steel. If you're in a position where you've picked up the steel technology, which is over here, and you've got the urban defenses, and the opponent doesn't have them, what you can do is hop from city to city, and every time you take the city, it immediately gains some walls, and the AI can't take it back. And normally doing that, you can ignore the enemy army, because then you just use the walls to do all the damage to the enemy army. So that's what I'm going to try and do. It says 87 defense. Oh, 114 bombers, though. I reckon next turn we should be able to reduce that city down to 0. We're going to get rocket artillery upgrades next turn, which will help a lot. Once we have rocket artillery, I'm going to get tanks, because tanks are better than cuirassiers. Mizengazagamu, I can now buy units with gold at a 60% discount, which is huge. The AI may not have noticed it just yet, but I started to snowball about 15 turns ago, and this is going to get very silly very quickly. Oh no, my one trader! I've only had one trader this entire time and it just got pillaged. Boo! Okay, I just got 1,800 culture in one big ghost, ideology in 2 turns. That's lovely. But I think we can knock this city down to 0 health with my bombers exactly. And then does the Curacao, yeah, it says that it's going to get a victory. So I'll take its word for it. There we go. Totalitarianism boosted. Keep the city, it has walls, repair them immediately, because as soon as the city takes more damage, you won't be able to repair them, so always do it that first turn. Then use your defenses to clean up the enemy. Finally, now that I've got a landhold, I don't need this anymore, I don't need oligarchic legacy anymore. Let's instead take liberalism to make myself super happy. The oncoming war is going to give me a bunch of war weariness, and forced modernization is what I now need, because I have only a limited supply of gold. I need to make it stretch as far as I can. Look, rocket artillery, 765 gold to upgrade that. Oh, I've taken Handon as well. That is a really handy little island city because I can use that as a stop for my bombers on the way. So as they get made, I've got more and more opportunities for my bombers to get across. I'm now up to 12 aluminium per turn. I reckon I can get that to about 16. Now, as I mentioned, combustion, then combined arms. I want aircraft carriers. Oh, I love a good combined arms attack. It's always so much fun. Just sailing your boats around with bombers on them, so your bombers are always within range. There's very little that is that satisfying. It's beautiful. Another governor in. Oh yeah, loyalty-wise, we're fine now. Oh, I did finally catch up with Egypt on science. They're on 51, I'm on 54, but have they gone to space yet? I did see them building their rocket site. No, they haven't just yet. Good to keep an eye on. Ideology. Let's get 5-year plan going. Beautiful, beautiful government policy. Oh, one of my cities is actually happy. I will take that. I don't know how anyone in my nation is happy right now. Oh yeah, Egypt, I'm just going to sell them all my diplomatic favor. They are bankrolling me. Egypt's like, yeah, let the world burn. I'm going to space. I don't care, and I respect that. Okay, enemy resistance is high. We've gone from about 300 military strength with Byzantium to about 900, but it's all field cannons. Field cannons are annoying, but they're not super powerful, so we should be fine here. This is my Curacao. Say hello to my Curacao. My Curacao says hello. I should just be able to now bomb into this city, ignoring all of the field cannons. We don't even care about them because my defenses will blow them up. Saying that, I only got 59 strength defenses. Now, I swear I had a very powerful Huachi. Yeah, here we go. How much for an upgrade? Oh, I only need 19 gold more. Oh, that's unfortunate. But that is interesting because I could, in theory, upgrade my defenses quite a lot. Machine gun? 485? Yeah, that will give me a load more strength. It's not the ultimate aim, but oh yeah, look at that. 82 strength now. Perfect. We can fight back. We can destroy these units much quicker now. Perfect. Move. Move, move, bomb from a distance, and then this is a 9 population city that we have now taken with opera and ballet boosts as well. And I just pressed the raise button. I did not mean to do that. Whoopsie. Well, should we pretend that didn't happen? I think that's probably for the best, isn't it? Oh dear. I think the accidental war crimes may be the worst, because you're sort of like, whoops. Didn't even mean to do that. One of the main problems about being at war with such a large emergency committee is that they keep passing city-states between them, and every time it gives me that sort of da-da noise of a city-state declaring war on me. It's like it already was at war with me. It's just switched from one person to another. I don't need to know that. Anyway, Hagia Sophia. That means I believe my Inquisitors also have an extra charge. It doesn't say that, but I believe that to be true. Or just double check. Yeah, look, it does work. Just one of those super fun text things that it never quite updates you on properly, but never mind. Oh no, Oh no, Japan has warrior monks. Oh no, we're okay. I am still very, very tempted to do a warrior monk run. Like, is that something you'd want to see? Let me know in the comments if you think that I'd be able to pull off a warrior monk only run. It's chaos. Anyway, I've got aircraft carriers now. I've been struggling to get my bombers across the sea, so this works really well. Although actually jet bombers have so much more range, it's going to make it a lot easier. Almost got an airport sorted in Seoul as well. Better call Seoul. No? Oh, come on. If I strike this city with a bomber and I strike this city with a bomber, I hopefully am in a position now. I could attack both. Oh, this is one of those annoying things about where I think the road is a little bit blocked. You know what would be really handy right now? Railroads. That's what would be handy right now. All right, fine. I'll just tank into this city. Perfect. Yep, keep city. Great. And again, like immediately the walls spring up and I can attack stuff with it. It means I can get another bomber over now, which is good. Bomber limitations. My big problem at the moment. I just have too many bombers and not enough spaces to put them. Oh, lovely. I picked up the Forbidden Palace. Nice. I got another card I can put things in. Actually, one thing I will want is logistics. That'll help me to take a bunch of cities at the same time. Often, the trick to domination is taking 2 or 3 cities in the same turn, and then loyalty can never be a problem for you. Taj Mahal, right next to a ley line. Awesome. You know what? I wish ley lines did something to wonders. It would be one of those things that I think would really make this secret society just a little bit better. Or that you could put districts over them. That in itself would make it such a good mod. Like you'd lose, or sorry, game mode, but like you would lose the benefit of like the actual yields on the tile, but you'd be able to then obviously plonk districts next to it, which would be really cool. Oh, general. I will grab a general. Lovely. 10 science on my ley lines, but more importantly, again, that just makes my tanks better because I think, yeah, modern and atomic era units are lovely. Let's just take this city briefly, and I think I can just move my Ursa straight in through all of the troops, and let's just see how many bombers we can get to strike in one turn. There's the first one. Here's the second one. That was right on the edge of range, actually. That's quite lucky. Third bomber. Then there's the fourth bomber, and I think actually we can go for 5. So we've gone from full strength to taking the capital in one turn. Look at that. And hopefully the loyalty will pretty much stabilize itself. You have minus 1.3. Perfect. Well, in that case, I'm going to just move Victor over to Constantinople and then shuffle everyone around after that. There's synthetic materials, which means we are only 2 techs away from jet bombing and also from totalitarianism. Oh yes, jet bombers and the naughty party. This is a lovely 15 population city. I think I may take a small nibble from it. It's in games like this, by the way, that I always miss playing the Ottomans. Oh, watching like 4 of that population disappear in one go, you sort of go, oh, I'd love it if I could just keep all that population. There's another city down there. This is actually a really good point to have a couple bombers, so we're just going to move my bombers in. Every turn, we can pull another 2 across the sea, which is wonderful. I do have aircraft carriers on the way. They just take a little bit of time to build, and I do not have any gold right now. Gold is a problem for me. It very much is a problem for me. Here we go, it's fascism time. So, forced modernization, wars of religion, logistics. These are the important parts of any domination playthrough. But we have more options because we have the third alternative. First and second were not good enough. The third one is what we wanted. At this point, yields and things are not really that important for us. It's all about momentum, and martial law, I believe, is what's going to get us there because that gives us 25% less war weariness and more garrisoned loyalty. Yeah, this is all really good, but the 5 combat strength and 50% extra production towards units, yeah, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. You can just sort of see this like rolling in, and we're going to have all of the different units just flooding in. Everyone flooding in now. Oh, I finally finished my canals, by the way, as well. Whee! I can bring my galley out of the LOC. We did it. We finally did it. I now have infantry taking cities as well. Glorious. What's under there? Full food 1. Is that a spice tile under there or something? I don't know, but whatever it is, yeah, spices. Lovely. That's actually a really helpful little island city as well. Again, it's all about just moving my bombers up. How much is a jet bomber upgrade these days? 145 gold. That would be good if I had gold. I do not have gold. Something I'm distinctly lacking here. So now that I've got jet bombers, we're going to go for some giant death robots. I was after a giant Jeff robot, and unfortunately they'd run out, so death will have to do. Antioch, is that a city-state? Did that one get replaced? No, it didn't. I think at one point it was a city-state, wasn't it? I always get that one confused, but we are now pushing in. Oh, I've almost got China taken out of this game now. Got a single ironclad over here, just sort of mopping up one city at a time, but this is good. How many turns on the alliance have we got with Egypt? 11 turns. Oh, we're in a bit of a race, because their capital's just here. It's got 106 strength, but it's not that defended. 352 military strength is not good when I have 2,500. I think we're now taking 3 to 4 cities per turn. I've got that many bombers across this sea now. It's very good. Just using these little islands as a wonderful base to then transfer my units forward to the front lines. Oh, these vampires are tough. That just defeated a tank corps. Like, I'm not even joking. That's tough. 90 strength attacking effective. That's an injured vampire, so that's attacking with 100 strength right now. I like it. You so rarely see the AI actually employ these sort of units well, so when you do, it's quite astounding. Goodbye, China. Yongle, one day we're going to see the AI play really well with them. I just feel like it's a good AI civ. Nuclear fission boosted through. Where are we now up to? We've got to do 2 privateers. Can't do that. We went beyond that point a long time ago. Computers is boosted. Build 2 drones. You know what? My science is just so crazy now. There's no point kind of waiting around on this sort of stuff. Oh my lord, what happened here? This random city has a 10 food 2 production tile. How many times has this flooded? I should be afraid of that area, I feel. That's, I mean, I know that it's got a lot of farms around it, but that's a lot of food. Actually, I might be able to kill 2 vampires here. If I shoot that one, I'll bring it back to the city, and I can shoot that one, bring it back to the city, and then I take the city. They've been killed twice in the same turn, and they won't respawn. Pretty sure anyway. If I just put visibility over it, you'll see... Oh no, look, they're all alive still. Oh, that's not... I thought that would have killed them. Never mind. Oh my goodness, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 great people. Hang on. Take a look at the ley lines. This is what's going to massively benefit from this. Hang on. So we just keep an eye on these yields. James Watt comes in, then Adam Smith, and then Mary Shelley, and then Titanian. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, the yields. The yields uranium as well. Oh, now it's my uranium. You know, in all of these conquered cities, there is no reason to be building more campuses, but I'm doing it because I can. Oh, this is just typical AI. Look at that. They've got a preserve and they've built things all around it. It's like, what's the point? Oh, I finally got myself a commercial hub. I mean, it was stolen, but I can finally use my great merchants. Yay! My first Japanese city I've taken as well, which is good, because Tokyo is not far away, so I won't have to do too much to go and find that. I'm enjoying this. There was a military measure? Oh yeah, of course there was. I totally forgotten about that. Humble brag. Sorry, Nalanda. I'm going to probably trigger an emergency doing this, but it's fine. You were in the way. I had 0 envoys with them, and Japan had, quite a few, like 7? I want to say 7. It probably wasn't 7, but I want to say 7. Oh, we're already at Kyoto now. I always feel bad taking apart Tokugawa's empires. They're always so cool. They've probably got all the trade routes going, doing cool things. They just wanted to stay, you know, on their own territory. I get that. I respect it. But the Ursa train is coming through. What can you do? Oh, I got bored, so I'm also attacking Japan from the other direction now as well. I don't actually know if I'll be able to hold this city. I've got no loyalty pressure in the area whatsoever. Nope, scrap that. Of course I can. There is Kyoto, but more importantly, now we have an ironclad that's moving in with an aircraft carrier full of bombers, laden with bombers. I can barely move for bombers. And that, pretty much on meeting the city, is enough to take it over. Oh, this is good. If anything, now we have a surplus of bombers and not enough actual melee units to be using. You know what, I've really enjoyed these Byzantine vampires. I really have. I've never seen the AI use them so effectively before, but Byzantium has to be destroyed, so there they go. Theodora, probably, and I know it's saying a lot at the moment, but so far, my favourite new leader out of all of them. Really enjoyed Byzantium at the best of times, and that is a really, really good version of her. Oh look, I can put an aid request up. Yay! I'm going to do this because hopefully people will vote it down rather than putting actual emergencies against me. Distraction technique. It works. It says minor victory. I mean, actually no, look, I can pillage on the way. There we go. I was going to say my tank was a bit sketchy on whether they had the health there, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Tokyo has been taken. Beautiful. Oh, we can get native conquest as well. That's a really good card. I've been trying to save up the gold quite desperately for my jet bombers, and now I can. Oh, don't you love it when Japan can just buy out an anti-tank crew army and then hit you with it? Terrible. Military emergency? Look, I told you. I told you it's going to happen. I'll see if I can put the aid request through. I don't know what's going to go through. I think people are going to try and downvote the aid request more than the upvote of the military. I think if... no. There we go. I thought for a second I knew how the AI worked, and I clearly didn't. Oh, hang on. No, it failed. It absolutely failed. So why is it going through? Hang on. Am I reading that right? So the emergency against Kyoto is on, but it failed. You know what? I don't even know. Sometimes you just have to nod and go, heartbeat of steam again. I know that we could be making units better, but honestly, at this point, it's not really a problem. Anyway, I know you just made a new unit, but my tank says, no thank you, not today, sir. Goodbye, Osaka. You're up next. Look at this, and you just steal the walls and you shoot things from the walls. It's lovely. Oh, we're still voting in these things, are we? Okay, cool. I'm going to vote for Japan because chaos. I'm going to say that I don't want anyone to get neutralized governor, and I'd love it if fascism got a wildcard slot. So let's just do that. It's not going to work, is it? I mean, we're not going for a diplomacy victory, let's be honest, but it worked. Oh my goodness, I just got 3 points, I think, from that. Nice. That's awesome. How's my religion going? Yeah, as long as I control my own religion, it's all good. What do I put on now? Levy on mass? It's a bit of gold, isn't it? I think anything that gives me gold right now is the most important thing. What's better than an attack? A double attack! 1 and 2. As I say, we do it for the loyalty. We do it for the memes and for the conquering, maybe. You know what this is like? Taking candy from a baby. I think just for the sake of my turns, I'm going to now push towards Nagano, and we're going to see if we can take over that city. More people I take out, the faster my turns render. And as we all know in Civ, it's literally just an exercise in turn render management. Oh, these bombers are just brutal. Absolutely brutal. I have a special place for any domination civ that gives a raw combat bonus, just because late game, you actually start to get bonuses on jet bombers. Like a lot of civs, like Gaul is a good example. You get all of the bonuses for melee troops and sort of land-based troops. Doesn't affect jet bombers. Whereas somebody like Mapuche having +10 on all jet bombers, like, just is ridiculous because you disintegrate steel walls and nobody else can quite punch that hard. Oh, Egypt just did Earth satellite. Egypt, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Actually, to be fair, at this point, I think it would be great if we could have a sort of diplomatic agreement. Look, okay, you're my ally. Notice how the entire rest of the world is pretty much gone. You know what's going to happen. I'm going to betray you. But if you promise to leave this planet and never come back, I'll let you. And then I'll just take your cities afterwards. Like, I would love to be able to do that. A joint victory where we just sort of say, all right then, yep, off you go. Goodbye. And it's like, it's not even a question of whether or not, like, it was an enforced or like a choice that you could change. It's like, no, you're being shepherded out of your own planet here. I love that as a concept. I really do. What? Whoa! That was 95 damage to myself. That was a level 4 tank. Oh, come now. What on earth was that? Ryan will remember that. He really will. You know, I don't think I'd be offering this deal, Japan. I think we just accept that it's gonna happen. Oh, why would you settle that city up to the north? They're just delaying this deliberately, aren't they? Oh, I'm low on oil. Do you reckon that's why, could be why my attack just failed? Didn't even realize I was low on oil. Like, am I genuinely low on oil? I don't think I am. Can I just refuse to be low on oil? That's how it works, right? Oh no, it's happening again and it's the same Barb clan. They're back for more. No, we're gonna die. And 1, and 2, and Japan is out of the game just as my alliance expires with Egypt. The world is almost so peaceful, almost so quiet. How about friendship? Just kidding. Surprise! Surprise! It's not a surprise, really. Can we like get a mod in that sort of just puts like a really ironic surprise button up? Like I feel like I'd appreciate that. All right, so basically all we got to do now is just carve a path We have so many bombers. So many bombers to use. It's going to be quite an easy job, I hope. How are Egypt's walls going to hold up against my attack? They're not too bad. Like, is it going to be a 4-bomber job or a 5-bomber job? Not that that really makes a difference, a 4-bomber job. Okay, well, yeah, I say not too bad, but we've already got direct access to the capital now, so, you know. Actually, the capital's sufficiently tougher, so, yeah, we might have a little bit of resistance now. I'm going to have to actually just dismantle this encampment first. I may have just stolen Egypt's last friend on the map. Yeah, all of the city-states love me, Egypt. Just, where's the give up button? Can she just like, you know how as a player you can just press like quit and exit to menu? Can the AI do that? Can the AI check out from its own game? Yeah, you can scramble your 3rd Brigade Warrior Corps to try and stop my tank army if you want. I'll be honest, Egypt, these barbarians have more of a chance of breaking through than you do. Oh yeah, and I just got into the future era, so that was 3,200 culture in one go. Yay for Sejong! I'll be honest, this ability has barely featured in the game. It's very, very powerful. I think people really do sleep on how powerful it is. It's just, unremarkable. Compared to the craziness of some of the other abilities, or even the game-changing ways of doing it, like, it's not something that you really have to get excited about. It just sort of happens and basically fills in a hole in your culture. If you focus on science and you go crazy on science, you don't need to do culture, because you'll just catch up. Very powerful, very powerful. Korea is as brilliantly fun to play as ever. I always think they are an utter delight. Love playing Korea. The reliability of their campus is just delightful. And there is a domination victory. Took us a little while to get going. Congo offered us some major resistance there, especially at the beginning of the game, but we rose up. We fought against the oppressors and we have taken over as Korea. We fought China. We fought Japan. Korea is victorious. And we got Harambe, not Caesar though. I think if we built some giant death robots, we would have got that one. Buildings constructed! Yay! Look how small my empire was. That was clearly the Congo suppressing me there. Yongle, what were you doing right at the bottom? Dear oh dear. Cities captured. That was all me. Cities lost. None. Haha. Districts constructed. That's why humans beat the AI. The AI never puts enough districts down. Great people earned. You know what? Cleopatra actually out-great peopled me. Namely because if you go theatre squares, you get 3 times as many. But still, my culture was very much behind, but it was just being boosted by my science. My science game, though, was pretty strong. Although I would have been winning for some time if it wasn't for Cleopatra's crazy science game. They were, like, the AI with Egypt really does well. I don't know why it is. It's just very reliable, very good. Maybe it's the extra food at the beginning of the game. Could be something like that. Score victory, easily winning. Cities destroyed. Whoa, Byzantium. You, oh no, that was me destroying a city. Ignore that. Nothing to see here. Religions founded? Good. Good, I was the last one, and my religion actually ended up basically winning the game for me there. I had to stop Japan from getting their religious victory. Very dangerous. Units killed, a lot. Units lost. Oh, a lot. I really did not pay attention this game. I just let basically what I was doing was I was levying city-states all over the map and then just letting all the units die. Not very good for my war weariness, but what you gonna do? Wonders built. I was building a lot of wonders at the end of the game. I think I kind of forgot to show people, but yeah, I just had lots and lots of free production. Normally, I'll be honest, what I do with my cities on these big games is I just make everyone do projects. I think everyone was doing pretty much campus or industrial zone projects, 245 points per turn. That's why it's a way of making big games pass faster. I have a mod called, I think, something like Repeat Project. It's honestly one of the most time-saving mods you can get. It's brilliant. But there we go. Mopping up Egypt would be a matter of probably about 4 turns. I would just be limited on the amount of melee troops I've got, but I have 18 jet bombers in the air right now. I love jet bombers. They're so good. They're probably one of my favorite units on the game. Also, fun little tidbit for you. If you have a jet bomber in your land with the logistics card in, they get +1 range. So there you go. Fun little fact. So from an absolutely beautiful and slightly on fire capital, oh yeah, I forgot to use Da Vinci. Whoopsie. Oh, look at these ley lines. Oh, that's brilliant. I always think on ley line games, wouldn't it have been funny and brilliant if I could have put a vampire castle in the middle of those? Would be brilliant. Oh, never mind. You can only hope. Oh yeah. Well, let's pretend nothing happened in this area of the map. I'll see you all next time, everybody. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Seongkrates, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Devil X, Skeptical Bear, Krogerbrand Trailmix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amiri C, Rom88, Radio Torre, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear, L. Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandeltort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Guberman, Clint Hennes. Thank you all for your support, it's amazing, see you all next time, goodbye!